Hello and welcome back, explorers. We are successfully out of warp drive, our bubbles collapsed, and we're locked in orbit around our latest celestial, so it's time to stream. Well, I hope you all had a good weekend. I did, for sure. There's been a lot of internal life things going on, some good, some bad. We'll see how the future shakes out on that. More to come on that depending on how this week goes for me. I may deliver an update on that on Thursday. But for now, we'll just get back to same old, what we've been doing, where we're going to go from here, how it shook out. Last time, obviously, it was kind of a short stream, a little jittery. I think I was having some technical difficulties aside from the fact that I was really tired Thursday. So apologies for that. Hopefully tonight will go a little bit better for all of us. Today, what we're going to do, we've got a little bit more catch up to do as far as the article stuff goes, and this should get us essentially relevant. Also, we'll be doing some more isking up. I think I'm actually going to look into some of that Liberation Day stuff, see what we can do, and see just kind of what we can do with it. I think that would actually be kind of a lot of fun for us, aside from just the standard isking up thing, which we still need to do. And then we'll talk about, I know, probably after Thursday, I think we'll focus on just dealing with, going back into the kind of the direction we were going beforehand. We still have that 75 viewer or 75 follow milestone celebration thing, getting ourselves a nice little loot pinata blown up. That's going to be a lot of fun. And yeah, so we'll still handle all of that too. I may actually have to extend that one until Monday. We'll see. It just depends on what we're going to be doing today and how things are going to go down. But for now, we'll go ahead and switch on over. We'll hit the news. There's a couple things going on, couple things that I wanted to share, so let's go. Boop. All right. First up, patch notes. Let me make sure everybody can see this, not just me. CCP did release some patch notes just the other day. Well, like the day after, Thursday. The only real note is that the Liberation Games mining expedition sites will now appear correctly in space. Look for them in the Barvigard, Panarad, Tiet, Ortner, and Tartavan constellations. Oh, excuse me. Fixed an issue that sometimes caused unlootable items to appear in the loot from Liberation Games combat and hacking sites. It's those hacking sites in particular that I'm interested in for here shortly, just to see kind of what we can get out of them, and we'll see. Beyond that was pretty much it for the patch notes. Everything else was like Liberation Day stuff that we covered on Thursday. So yeah, that's it for that. The next thing up was this was released on the 4th, so this was actually released, let's see here, that Monday that I could not stream, I believe that was that Monday. So this will actually get us partially caught up, and this one was building the future of Eve. Last session, we went over the Eve evolved thing, and this is kind of a touch up to that. Evolving Capsuleers. It's been a week since we unveiled Eve Evolve, which represents CCP's commitment to continually invest in the foundations of EVE Online. And we wanted to share with you how CCP are continuing the journey of setting EVE up for its 3rd decade. With a renewed focus on the foundational technology that EVE is built upon, our mission is to bring cutting-edge visual and technical capabilities to the EVE universe. Through this, we can achieve our goal of visceral supremacy, remaining committed to making EVE the most beautiful, immersive sci-fi game ever made. In this dev blog, we will be walking through some of the foundational improvements from the June release, You'll be getting a deeper insight into what's changed, what's coming, and how these updates will enhance your EVE experience in the future. DirectX 12 and the level of detail. As part of our continuous investments into EVE's future, we have been hard at work to bring DirectX 12 to EVE in the June release. DirectX 12 will serve as the new foundation for rendering the game on Windows, allowing better utilization of graphics cards, reducing power consumption, and bringing better game performance on supported hardware. I can only imagine, by the way, that that's probably going to really help them as they continue to launch the EVE in your browser thing that they're working on, where you can play EVE Online literally in any supported browser. This is probably a really good forward step for that. While performance is important, releasing a DirectX 12 capable version of the client allows more modern graphical features to be utilized. It lays a better foundation for EVE so that we could bring even more amazing visuals to all pilots in EVE, such as the hangar visual updates that are coming this fall. DirectX 12 also opens the door to even more graphical upgrades in the future, such as DirectX Ray Tracing, which will allow us to implement the next level of visual fidelity and provide an even richer, more immersive experience for all players. Alongside DirectX 12, we have overhauled how the game calculates the level of detail and fidelity for ship meshes, textures, and other objects when they are rendered at different distances from the player's camera. This improvement will allow our artists to upgrade assets from our previous 3 levels to as many levels as they desire. It allows assets to smoothly transition from foreground to background, attaining the best... Oh, excuse me. Gosh. Wow. I'm really struggling with that today. It allows assets to smoothly transition from foreground to background, attaining the best balance of performance and fidelity. These LOD changes are designed to scale based on system hardware and settings to ensure the smoothest possible experience for players. And they have a cool little GIF, apparently, that's auto-playing. That's pretty neat. I can barely see that. But yeah, no, so great. Along with this, you will also see an improvement in how the in-game camera calculates what it should render, ensuring that objects out of view are not taking up unnecessary system resources. This improvement will lead to better client performance, especially in busy scenes. Career Agent site overhaul. As a part of our commitment to providing a more immersive game experience, the Career Agent mission sites have been given a complete overhaul so that the visual experience in those sites is more in line with the new player experience, which has been under constant iteration since its debut in 2021. The placement and appearance of interactable assets in those mission sites have been updated, as well as those in the background. You will also see several structures, effects, and objects that are never before seen in those mission sites. One notable inclusion in the revamp of those missions is new decorative asteroid models. They were generated using a novel art pipeline, leveraging modern asset creation tools to help improve the overall sense of dynamism in these assets. I didn't even know dynamism was a word. We're looking to expand upon this to include additional variations and shader changes in future releases as we continue to evolve New Eden's living universe. High-res nebulas. The resolution of every nebula background in-game has been doubled, quadrupling the pixel count and increasing both the level of detail and quality of the starscape. The increased resolution of the cube map also gave us the opportunity to remove unintended seam errors. In addition, the colors of each nebula have been rebalanced to further enhance and modernize your experience in space. So I actually like the fact that they included this. It's a kind of a before and after, and it does look a lot better. It's kind of harder for you guys to see. Let me see if I can actually bring this out here. I can't expand it anymore. And I don't know if you guys can tell right here, but there's a lot more blurriness on this end, and this particular picture is actually a lot sharper. You know, there's a lot more, you can tell that there's a lot more detail in the whole thing, just in general. So that's it's really good that these updates have actually bared fruit, I guess you could say. Sightseeing in New Eden has now become more immersive than ever before. Cloud cover updates. Speaking of sightseeing, how can we miss the reintroduced cloud cover effects? Previously deactivated due to quality and performance concerns at the time, these cloud effects have been brought back in the June release, which improved appearance and better utilization of our latest tech. These vast cloud formations have now returned to fill our skies with swirling gas funnels, raging stellar storms, and claustrophobic elemental vapor. You will now be able to see these effects throughout sites across New Eden, so keep an eye out for space weather in a system near you. It's important to note, by the way, that it's great that they added the cloud cover, because space isn't, like, real space is actually not nearly as empty as you might think. And this actually adds a whole new touch of realism. Like, space is just far from empty. Like, there are, you know, like anywhere, right? Even on planet Earth, there are plenty of areas that are not, you know, or that are empty, that you'll go through, like areas of land that just don't have anything in them, and then suddenly tree, you know. This is kind of the same thing, like, but space has like clouds of dust particles, micrometeorites, or meteoroids, I think, is what it's the proper pronunciation. So like those kinds of things are really good to see. The fact that they actually have they've added that level of immersion that you can visually see. That's gonna really do a lot of good. Texture compression improvements. Significant updates have been rolled out in the June release that improve all textures in the game. In days of yore, developers needed to be very mindful of memory usage and hardware limitations. A common technique was to save space by using fewer color channels from the textures and packing them together in a single multi-channel texture. This would save space and reduce the data being sent to the GPU. However, doing this has an effect on the quality of the visuals, such as blocky artifacts in the normal maps that are highly visible in specular highlights. These errors were acceptable at the time because of the benefit to memory and processing power, but the technique has become less frequently used as hardware has become more capable. In EVE, texture packing has been removed altogether to ensure these artifacts will no longer appear, while also giving a cleaner visual for every asset in the game. Using unpacked textures also gives us more fine-tuned control when compressing each texture, as we've now selected a compression type that is best suited for each of the map types. This has allowed us to improve the overall detail of the in-game assets. In short, these upgrades will ensure that ships and stations now look the way our artists envisioned them, with no lost details or unexpected rendering artifacts. And the more power we can give to our amazing artists, the more beautiful EVE can become in its third decade. And then they go on about a compact mode in Photon UI. So I'm not going to specifically go over that just yet. I think I actually went over it last time, because it was a part of the article. So it's basically them iterating more on their Photon UI. So if you're interested in it, check it out. It's coming along quite nicely. I haven't checked it out yet, but it's probably worth it at this point. They have been putting a lot of effort into it. Yes, we continually iterating and improving this feature, and we will be sharing more details on that in a dev blog later this summer. So yeah, that's something to keep in mind. They are going to be sharing more details about the Photon UI. Propulsion sound rebalance, and this again, just like the last one, they're kind of reiterating here from the last article. It's they've adjusted propulsion sounds, because flying a Nidhogger shouldn't sound or feel the same as flying a Rifter. I agree. This improvement focuses on giving you an enhanced and more balanced sound experience in space. So you can hear basically positional. I think it's positional sound and a lot of that. Cloud covered sites have some stuff. They've just kind of increased and modified how sounds play. Audio performance improvements. Okay, they're speaking of audio enhancement. We're currently working on how the client handles audio in heavy scenes. The new audio prioritization system will ensure that scenes with a high number of audio objects, such as fleet fights, will have improved performance, while also ensuring a clear and concise audio experience. Sounds at closer distances will be prioritized, and the number of audio events will be scaled based on machine performance to ensure a smoother audio experience for players. We'll have more to share on this by early fall, so stay tuned. I would have to say, you know, when we were playing around on Monday, or sorry, Thursday, today's Monday. When we were playing around, you know, it actually was better. Let me readjust this. Sorry, guys. I didn't realize that was so low. There. But yeah, like it was already a lot better. Like the overall look and feel of EVE Online was just crisp. That's probably the best way I can describe it. It was just crispy. You know, it felt like a high-end game. I don't know if it's still, I don't know if it felt like a $20 a month subscription high-end game, but it definitely felt like a high-end game. Distributed tracing. In order to keep EVE healthy, we know that it's important to address any defects or bugs as quickly as possible. In service of this, we've been continuing the work to improve our tooling and have added improved debugging tools with Honeycomb, helping us find and squash bugs faster than ever before. With this improvement, we are now able to see the root causes of an issue more quickly, and in addition, we can utilize distributed tracing to more easily identify opportunities for making EVE faster by finding performance bottlenecks. That's good to know, because we definitely need performance enhancements for those massive fleet battles and things like that. So, future infrastructure improvements. In the spirit of making EVE faster, we are also actively working on replacing some of the critical infrastructure under the hood, so that in the future you will see EVE features become more responsive. But more on this at a later date. That about sums things up for now, but stay tuned for blogs and streams on topics such as UI to audio, as well as game updates in the weeks and months to come, as EVE continues to evolve into the next decade and beyond. Fly safe, 07. Thanks, CCP. The only other one, and this one I was actually really excited about. When I read this Thursday, I really wanted to cover this because I'm really kind of excited about this. This is a really good timetable, the summer of streams. So, and this really kind of sets the pace for how they plan on releasing things throughout the summer, and talking about just kind of how things are about to kind of go down in the world of EVE Online, if you will, in the universe of EVE Online. Curious Capsuleers, a packed summer schedule awaits you in EVE Online as the summer of streams begins. From now through until Did I say that right? From now through until September, released on the 5th of this month. There will be plenty of new official streams, dev blogs, and Q&As for you to get stuck into. Okay. Dozens of CCP devs will be doing deep dives in all sorts of topics, from Photon UI to updates from team security and the state of factional warfare. You'll find these dev blogs here on EVE News and the streams over on CCP TV, which is their Twitch channel, but that's their Twitch. You can also follow us on EVE's official Twitter to stay up to date on upcoming Q&A sessions that will be happening throughout the summer. Be sure to get your questions ready. The first of the dev blogs, titled EVE Evolve Tech, Audio, and Visual Evolution dev blog, is already out and goes into depth about all the tech that is continually evolving EVE. And I believe that was actually the one we just read. The rest of July's schedules is as follows. Between the 11th and 17th of July, they're going to have Team Security. It's 2021 in Review dev blog. So we should be seeing that at some point actually later on this week. So we'll probably see that released, and I'll probably be able to cover that on Thursday. EVE events and Minmatar Liberation Day CCP TV streams. Week of 18 to 24th of July. That's going to be next week. It's going to be a security Q&A on Discord. We'll see about if we can cover that or what they post on that one, because that'll be interesting to see what the highlights are there. The week of the 25th through the 31st of July is the Eve Player Data Dev Blog and CCP TV stream. Much more will be coming throughout August and beyond, so stay tuned and stay up to date. Topics that are upcoming in August are going to be State of the Union, Factional Warfare, and Frontlines. I'm sure we're all excited about that. The future of Heraldry and Interbus. Again, super exciting. Retrospective on the Siege Green update. I'm interested to see what they think, actually. Because in all honesty, Siege Green did a lot of good. So, you know, it really kind of brought things. I don't think English is their first language. You're right, Misa. They're all the way out there in Reykjavik, Iceland. So it would be the language in Iceland. Icelandic, I think is what it is. I could be wrong. I think it is Icelandic. But yeah, so yeah. Let's see here. Eve Evolved, UI past, present, and future. I am actually interested to see what they're going to talk about with that. Status of the first arc and narrative-driven development. Embracing new players. What have we learned and what lies ahead? So all of these are really good topics. I cannot wait to see what they list in and, you know, just adding whatever I can. A voice to it, my own thoughts, our thoughts, if anybody else has thoughts. So yeah, get ready for a summer of streams where you'll learn more about the past, present, and future of New Eden. There's a cool little Play Eve button. That's awesome. I like it. The last thing to talk about, and I'll see if I can find a little bit more information than just what I've got there. Aw. Okay, so on Friday, July 8th, there was a huge fight between Brave Online and Brave Online. Wow, Brave Collective, between Brave Collective and Fraternity and their allies. Brave or Fraternity and Winterco just decided, I guess they've been after Volta, and they've decided they're going to go through Brave in order to get their objective. Well, they decided to ref the timer, or they decided to ref our what was it, our iHub? I think it was no, it wasn't our iHub, it was our TCU. Let's see if I can find it. I don't think I can actually find it. I think it's been too long. They refed something obviously very important to us, and as a result, we had a fight in FTech, and they basically told us, you either help us and or get out of our way, or let's see here. Yeah, the Winterco was willing to call off an attack if we do what they want. And we decided, no. You know, screw you guys, we're not doing that. So we fought them and we won. And this is the resulting battle report for that. They tried to take out, like I said, I think it was our iHub. Because they were after our Keepstar. They actually threatened to destroy our Keepstar. Okay, it was the iHub. Also, hello Yelga, welcome back. But yeah, they threatened to blow up our Keepstar, and we told them no, and we slapped them back with all the Atrons we had on hand at the moment, which we didn't go through all of them, so we still got plenty more Atrons. So come on, Winterco, we got plenty more Atrons to throw at you guys. But yeah, we we had none of that. We're independent. Brave is a independent alliance now, away from the null blocks. We established ourselves as such because that's the game we wanted to play. And we showed them we meant every word of what we said back when we split. And we won. And since then, I guess they're bat phoning more people and causing more havoc, which I don't think is working out for them, from what I'm understanding from what I've been seeing on the Slack channels. So this was pretty much it. I'm not going to go too deep into this, but as you can see, Team A being Fraternity, Sons of Bane, Pandemic Horde, Blades of Grass, Test Alliance, which showed up with a paltry 14. Really? 14 dudes? Guys, Test, I thought you like hated us. Yeah, so, you know, no visual. And it's kind of sad that no visual is going after us too, but oh well. You know, they lost 144.48 billion ISK worth of stuff. Their efficiency was at 43.1%. It was a fairly even fight overall, as you could see. They lost a lot fewer ships than we did. And they even inflicted more damage than we did, because obviously we lost a lot more ships. They just didn't do the damage they needed, I guess. We only lost 109 billion, which is still a lot. And our efficiency was significantly higher. As you can see, we did win the fight. We did have help from Brotherhood of Spacers, which is awesome, considering the fact I believe we were fighting those guys in Gemini not too long ago. Banderlogs. There's Scum Lords that was with us. Volta, Blob. Shadow Ultimatum and Sigma Grind set. Honestly, a lot of these guys kind of brought very similar numbers overall. So it was great to see that they helped out on the Brave side. It's great to see that we had allies in the North. You know, just having the whole North united against Fraternity, against those guys. Because let's be honest, and I always say this, as a wormholer, every wormholer loves to shoot Fraternity. Like, it's their favorite pastime, hands down. So, like, yeah, 619 members showed up from Fraternity, and they got shot. That's just how it goes. They got shot. With, of course, help from everybody else, which didn't even, like, there wasn't even 50 members from the others. Looks like, okay, it's actually a lot bigger than that. Nice. Okay. So Initiative had a guy, I guess. Wormhole Police was there, Pandemic Legion, so. But the big players were up there. Highsec Miners, Banderlogs, Brotherhood of Spacers. For us, Road Capel was here. That's good. I like Road Capel. I'm glad to see they were there helping us out. The Ancients, Weapons of Mass Production. I love that name. These guys, Fast Kick, Ivy League. Ivy League showed up. Slow Children at Play. Okay. And I recognize some of these guys, actually. Of Sound Mind. Goon Swarm showed up with a couple people, along with Snuffed, Caldrus, and NC Dot. Potato Alliance, Fraternity University, obviously. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, all in all. But, I mean, you know, Fraternity were dropping, like, caps. Like, a lot of caps. Hell's Nixus. Wow, they really committed to this. Revs. Aeons. Gosh. They really committed to that fight. But yeah, so there you go. That was the fight, and this went through quite a few systems, because as it works out, when you're contesting an iHub timer, it's not just in the system of the iHub. It spawns. There's like nodes that spawn throughout the entire constellation. So this was the whole constellation that was essentially exposed and embroiled in this conflict. It was pretty intensive. And for those of you that don't know, F-Tech N is in fact Brave's home station, their home system. It is their capital. So just things to keep in mind. So yeah, that's gonna be it for the news. We will go ahead and pop on over at this point. There we go. I will get things sorted out over here while that gets itself loaded up. I have a few additional things to do. Before I'm ready to go. Okay, and where is it? There it is. Okay, let's see where we're at. We're at about 26 minutes before I have to worry about hitting that add button. Keep that right there. Okay, I think we're good. Okay. So from here, let's select us a tribe. So we've got the various tribes. Let's see here. Occupation. Me being an Amar guy, I'm probably gonna want to do something that is kind of more aligned to the Amar. Nomadic people. Because if we're wanting to get this going, population. I don't know. I really like that symbol, anyways. So I also like the Sebysters. Maintaining and adopting. I might just go with Sebaster. I think they'd actually be pretty cool. Let's see, attacking and hacking the other side. Yes, we'll go ahead and do that. Okay, so when do we earn our mark? It's a fireworks crate, hurricane fleet issue. There's some accuracy boosters. Okay, so we don't earn the service tattoo until we get 570 points. And we get about... Okay. So we'll get 20 points by completing the challenge for the data stuff. And in order to do that, we have to go to Minmatar space. Let's do this guy. Check the fit real quick. Okay, got a data and a relic analyzer. Gravity capacitor upgrade. Okay. The only other thing that I want to do is take out these survey, the red loot, and we'll go sell it on our way through. We have to go. Tar, right? Walden Heath. I think they said it was all in. Parade, mining sites, hacking sites. Okay. So yeah, they're in Minmatar Republic systems. That's going to be go to Hematar, Metropolis, Molden Heath. I believe they also said Great Wildlands was one. So all of this is drone lands. Maybe that's what I should do. Maybe I should just go ratting in drone lands. Just really make Test and Horde mad. Just rat in their lands. No, I'm kidding. I won't do that. I should, but I won't do that. I'll go do it up here and tribute Venal up there where Fraternity are. Let's go. Actually, let's head towards Nakagard, because that is a part of Metropolis in those areas. Actually, so is... Yeah, we can actually go into this little area right here and probably look around a bit. It's probably worth it also to do server pulse. 14.8k accounts online. So we should have a pretty easy time just kind of getting through everything and doing whatever it is we want and or need to do. Ooh. That was scary. I certainly didn't like that. I don't actually know if that was shown. My screen artifacted pretty hard there. Oh, hey, thank you for the follow, Eldrick Kane. Did I say that right? Also, welcome to the stream. Next up is to find out where these are at. Okay, well, we're heading to Ulai, so that actually works out okay. Looks like we're actually going to be passing through Ulai. So good. So they are level 3 hacking sites. Something to keep in mind. Ooh, that took a hot second to get itself figured out. And I keep forgetting I have forgotten to mute this device. There we go. Oh yeah, and apparently, for those of you that are curious, the first full color image from NASA's James Webb Telescope has been released today, I believe. I believe that was the yep, it was a deep, sharp infrared image of the universe to date. So for those of you that are very curious and very interested in the world of space, and all things spacey, that happened today, which is awesome. Actually, it's great to see that we've gotten that far along. So I'm gonna see if I can access. About 16 minutes. Okay.
Web drive active. Web drive active.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure why I would have gotten that tiny little blip, so let's just hope it doesn't happen again. There's an accuracy booster. We've got now an expert system. So which one is this one? Okay. Good deal. I guess I never did use these Grand Prix boosters, so. Let's be one now.
Web drive active.
What is it? Warp speed bonus, velocity modifier, and inertia modifier. Okay. Fireworks, armor booster. Okay. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. And at some point, I think it would actually be worth it for us to go through this. Go ahead and claim these. I didn't even realize that was a thing. So that's actually really cool. Actually, that's probably one of the newer buttons. Let me change this to a floating. That'll be easier, kind of, for me to mess around with. Also, I do have some unallocated skill points.
Skill training completed.
There we go. Okay, we are coming up on Ulai. We're also going to be about 12 jumps away from our destination system, where we can start kind of circling around and seeing what we can find. So we are on track. This is good. It says I've got about 10 minutes. I will probably run the ad here in just a few minutes. Here's one of the Concord Bureau's places. I'm pretty sure I have to go there in order to drop this off.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
That's odd. Why is the Concord Bureau damaged? Did you guys see that? Pretty sure I saw that. Okay. I'm almost positive that's what I was looking at there. Yeah, it sustained some pretty serious damage there. I wonder if that was just from the last Triglavian attack, but that's actually really interesting to see. That's got some serious damage to it. So. All right, well, let's continue.
Drive active.
Close all this stuff. Go. All right, while I am traveling through the great beyond and trying my best to get to where I kind of want us to be at, which Naka Garden, kind of the Tron area and all that, I'm gonna go ahead and let this ad kind of play through, so that way it's just out of the way. Yeah, so for those of you that are gonna get stuck by the ad, I apologize, and I'll see you when it comes back in about 30 or so seconds. And hopefully it's not too intrusive, or makes you want to get pizza, because that's apparently a thing too. All right. There. For those of you who are not inundated by the ads, you get to watch a pretty ship warpy show. Warpy ship show. I'm gonna warp the ship or something. It looks like it is over, which is great. That being said, it looks like the career program has more rewards that it's given me. Just claim all of these as well. Not gonna say no to a tiny bit of extra ISK. Oh, broker relations. Okay. Redeem those credits now. It's not much, but hey, you know, I am not gonna complain.
Drive active.
So let's see if it'll let me redeem this. Did it inject it, or did it just redeem it to my home station? It redeemed it. Let's... Oh, I've already got it anyways. It's add to queue. Well, bummer. Oh well. That's okay. Let's see if it did any more. Okay. We are just about there. Just a couple jumps away. Barvigard will start it. Well, we just have to figure out where we're gonna go from there. Okay.
Drive active.
Okay. So now that we have arrived in Minmatar space, I'm going to start with the Tron Pocket, or the Ani Constellation as it's called. And we'll go through there and we'll see what we can find. The general idea behind this is going to be to see what exactly these sites give us. What can we expect in forms of just ISK generation in general. See if it's actually viable, see if it's usable, see what we can do, and that kind of thing. And we might play with this again a little bit, Since it is going to be around. Let's see here. It'll be around on Thursday as well, I believe. So. Escape.
Active.
Really want to read that. Oh, okay. Escape from honor. Reactivate. Neat. Very nice. Well, we don't have ourselves a combat ship, so we won't be doing that. There is a combat ship, but I am not the dumb. So, or combat ship. There's a cosmic signature, but I am not the dumb. I am not doing things in heck. So we'll be continuing forward. Okay. Now that we're here, let's focus on add. I'm just gonna kind of add everything in here. And then we'll add there, that worked. Okay. Let's see if we can focus on going closer. The glacial math belt. I'm gonna go to the Tron spot.
Active.
All right, 90.4. Get claimed those. Yeah, I did. Mining range booster. 6. Okay. Scan probe strength. Let's redeem that. Go. That should help us out. Perhaps maybe not right this second. Yeah, it'll give us about 96 points, so. Okay, that one's a combat site. So, moving on,
Web drive active.
let us go to the next place.
Web drive active.
See what happens. There's a Tengu combat scanner out. Wormhole. Yeah.
Web drive active.
Okay, there are 3 cosmic signatures here. So let's see if we can run into something.
Web drive active.
Excuse me. Speed bumps here. So you have the tired. Yeah, I'm a little bit tired, Misa. Just it's been a long, long day, can I say? Always lots of moving and hustling and bustling with us. so that's 2 wormholes. Go. It's really not wanting to scan it. There. Hmm. Okay. Data site. Level 5. Level 5. That'd be a ghost site. As low as I can get this. I cannot scan this. strange. It's down to go. It is a superior sleeper cache. Just barely got that to 75 points. Could try to get it there. I don't think that's how you do that. If it's a superior sleeper cache, we will only have time to actually do, yeah, like one or two. Have to bring it in. It's one of the two. Yeah, okay. So I got it to about 90% with my skills. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's about as much as I'm going to be able to do. So that's pretty cool, actually. There's a superior sleeper cache here. And we will not be getting that because I don't has the skills. However, maybe perhaps if I had a way to increase my scan strength just a bit more. Yeah, sure.
Warp drive active.
In this case, we'll just have to leave it for the next guy. There are a lot of sites here. Let's go here.
Warp drive active.
Condor H1 cheetah. There's a cheetah here. Core scanners. So not the only one, at least. Considering scanning around. Okay. Perfect. Let's see if I can get a hit this way. Should be roughly 4-ish AUs. Okay, combat site and wormhole. Looks like okay, there's a level 3 data site. Not too far away from it. See if I can. Ah, someone already got to. Okay. Let's see if we can go somewhere else. The Hematar. Could always go from there. Not really what I'm thinking. There. There. At that point. Yeah, Looks actually very good. All right, let us do that.
Web drive active.
See if maybe we can find a slightly quieter area to pick up for us.
Web drive active. Web drive
Heck.
active. Web drive active.
Okay. Hmm. I'm almost positive it's not worth a try over here, but I will go here and do a quick scan.
Active.
Oh, man. Scanner probe once. I actually think I can probably. I'd like to try to find a place with less. Let's see.
Web drive active.
We can get to an area where there aren't many. Yeah, I guess as we. Okay. Real. Okay. probably storage. Yeah. That's probably my best bet right there.
Warp drive
Okay.
active.
I like earning all this ISK. This is pretty nice.
Warp drive active.
So signatures there.
Warp drive active.
Nothing there to scan down at least.
Warp drive
Something
active.
there.
Warp drive
Same
active.
thing. Not too surprised. I'm just now getting to a point where okay.
Warp drive active.
Heron. Only be a whole lot. If I had to guess, he probably already grabbed. heavy competition for these sites. That.
Warp drive active.
Go ahead and redeem my ISK.
Warp drive active.
That was a rough. Wow, that's a lot of mining expeditions.
Warp drive active.
I'll admit I'm slightly curious, so I'm gonna go investigate. Oh, how fun. Let's not. Let's say we did.
Warp drive active.
It's interesting though that all the mining expedition sites kind of collected right there. Right in the system. Oops, I didn't click the right thing. It just popped over from 1 to 4 rather than going to 2. There we go. The level 3 data site. This may be our site, folks. Maybe our time to shine. Yep, there's a Liberation Game Data Complex. All right, let's hit it. So good, we did finally find one. Let's see what kinds of things we can expect. Expert, a novice vault. There's a fireworks sentry or two. Let's start with the novice. Bring this up. Okay, let's use the data analyzer. And let us begin. Bingo. Okay, claim our reward here. Yay! Fireworks. That's actually pretty cool. Not gonna lie. All right. This is the intermediate, and then there's an expert. Okay. And apparently you can kind of keep playing and playing and playing these, so. That's a bummer. Try it again. Bingo. Got it. Huzzah, more fireworks. And then finally the expert one. Okay. Let's see what we get in the expert. gosh. I'm not gonna be able to beat this. There's no way. Not with, yeah, it's just not possible with this. That setup was really bad. Okay. Oh my gosh. I can't beat it with that. It's too much. Well, that's kind of a game over for that one. Let's try that again. That's really giving me trouble today. Oh, that's just not nice. The expert's a lot more difficult than I thought it was gonna be, actually. I mean, as long as I can get a pretty decent setup, I should be able to try to handle things. But I have to have a decent setup. Yeah, see, I would have had it there. Okay, well, that was actually a good move. Okay, so aside from the cool fireworks display, let's go to the next system. Edmalbertus. Okay, so in this case, same thing. Data vault opened. Just kind of keeps doing the same thing.
Warp drive active.
While we're doing this, these are reward tokens. So Okay, so we sell them for an ISK reward. And they're worth about 5 million ISK on top of the few things I found here. Let's see here, combat knives. Okay. Just a little bit of lore. So realistically, the Liberation Games reward tokens are the big thing. And those can be sold. I can actually get them here. Okay, there's a hair on there. Let's dock here and we can actually sell our few pieces. And at this point too, I'm going to go ahead and run a quick ad. See you guys on the flip side.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Yes, it's done. That was very quick. Honestly, about 5 mil for that site isn't too bad for a data set like that. We'll go ahead and try to go for a few more. It's not a lot of ISK, obviously, but it's still interesting. I wonder what we would need in order to get, in order to mess around in the combat sites, though.
Warp drive active.
That would be my question. We'll claim those. I wonder what they have for the Explorer skill plan. There we go. Oh, I've already completed them. Figure. I just haven't completed the Omega Minor. The Omega Minor. Okay, astrogeology, things like that. Yeah. That makes sense. Sure. Let's see what's going here. Scan this down. Let's see if it's worth it. Can't. It's not level 3. Get. There we go. Warping.
Active.
Okay. Same thing as before. See if we get roughly the same kind of setup and the same kind of payout. And hopefully we'll be able to hack the expert one a little bit quicker. It's really like that expert one is really just more about luck, I think, than anything else. Especially when you're lower skilled like I am right now. If I was on my higher skilled alt, my main, I probably wouldn't have the problems I literally had with it. But I mean, it's just what I've got to deal with, so. Okay, there it is. Same thing, got about 2 mil out of this. We'll go to the intermediate. And pretty fireworks. Yay. Gotta love the fireworks. See if we can get something that hopefully won't hurt me later on. Oh yeah, I got an achievement. Okay. Found that pretty easily, all things considered. Ooh, look at that. Shield, an ancillary shield booster blueprint. Slaver tooth necklace. It's kind of neat. All right, and the expert data vault is what's next. So you do get some pretty decent loot out of this. Might help if I claim my reward. I think I might have screwed something up. Okay, so I'm at about 30 points just from doing all this today. That's not too bad. Here's the expert. Go ahead and scan it. Okay. It's not gonna feel too good. Yeah. Lost that one pretty much right off the bat. Wow. That's all right. We found what we needed. I will just take that win. Some data cores, okay. Not too bad. All right, let's keep going.
Warp drive active.
Let's see what more we can kind of dig up, if you will. Honestly, that was what, another 5 mil? Yeah, 4.6. Needle, no, what's the needle jack worth? I don't know. I don't honestly know what's actually. Oh, I've got 3 augmentation equipment now. Okay. Oh, I think I. Oh no, the ads are the pre-rolls are on. Okay. Let's go here.
Warp drive active.
Okay, we got a stabber, vector, and a stab. Talking about something very interesting about the skins in chat. This one's level 3 as well. Let us see.
Warp drive active.
So it looks okay. Go ahead and hit it. We'll see what we get this time. Remember, we have about 9 mil currently in the cargo. Yep, that can easily be sold. Perfect. Came right to me. Okay, a 5.9 right here. That's very good. Let's go to the intermediate. Pick the fireworks crate. Our first one is going to be a Hurricane Fleet issue Liberation Games skin. That's actually nice. The Hurricanes are pretty nice ships to fly, so and then the next one will be the Fleet issue advisor skin. Care of that. Here's hoping we don't have to worry about that again. Evidently I spoke too soon. Do that one, that, take them both out. Perfect. Easy peasy. Okay. Take that. So that's very fair. Let's go to the expert vault. Looks like I'm getting another set of rewards for hacking containers. That's at least going well, if nothing else. All right, expert container time. Here's hoping I can complete it without too much extra trouble. It's actually a pretty decent setup. Good deal. Very nice. Okay. Another 2.7 mil. Not bad. Yeah, let's go see what else we can find. There's another one that popped up. Maybe perhaps scan for that. We have vector name. Scan. Let's we're about to I'll scan it and see what I can see what it pops up as. If it ends up being another data site, then stick around and we'll do it. So that was actually a pretty decent run. That brought us up very far. 19.5 with most of it being all the stuff that's actually going to be worth anything to sell. About 17.5. That's a pretty decent amount, honestly. We've only been at this for about, I want to say, a little over an hour. So, granted, it's not like the buku bucks you can make in wormhole space or you know, out in nullsec, but even still, just as a high sec dude to just running things and just trying to get across through a few things. I mean, it's not bad. Not bad at all. I love how it pinged something that was like already found. That was great. Maybe that one I had actually scanned. I don't remember. Oh, there's drone assembly. There's 2 drone assembly. Cool. Still don't know what this thing's difficulty is. Give it this, it might actually be a level 3 data. We'll know after the scan. Yep, level 3 data.
Warp drive active.
Once again, I like to just do novice, intermediate, expert. That's just the direction, the route that I like to go. Obviously, you guys can do whatever order suits you best. Either way, I'm starting with the novice. At least I thought this was the novice. Wow, that was actually... Oh, this is the expert. I'm starting with the expert. Okay, well. Oops. Hey, look at that. Pretty cool. And we got 5.6 mil out of that. All right, so the expert's out of the way. That was very nice. Let's go to the intermediate, since it's the next closest one. Go ahead and just run quickly. Let's move it a little bit. Watch, the novice is going to be the one that proves to be the most difficult for me to hack now, since it was so easy for me to get that expert right out of the way right in the beginning. Gosh. That good. Another 6. Okay. Very nice. Claim us another reward. And we'll head over to the novice vault. Neat. There it is. 1.1. Okay. So not bad, honestly. That wow, that really brought us up. I mean, just in those tokens alone that we're going to be selling, that's 14.2. Like, let's see where I can sell that. I can sell them right here in the system. Let's go drop these off real quick, just that way they're out of there, and then all we have to worry about is whatever's left in our that actually accounts for about half of it. So that's a very good haul. Very good haul. So yeah, if you're wanting to do things with this particular event, I strongly encourage you to do that. Just the hacking alone, especially during the quiet periods, has proven to be quite lucrative. You know, I mean, an hour and a half, and just in this alone, we got 14 mil. That's enough to buy you a couple of ships. That's enough to have a little bit of fun. I mean, that's a decent enough haul. And honestly, that right there would get you a venture with some gas huffers, hop into a wormhole, huff that wormhole gas, go sell it, make even more risk, because that would be a lot of risk to sell, or a lot of stuff to sell. Needless to say, at least for me, it is getting a little bit late. I'll actually probably call it here. When we return on Thursday, however, we'll go back in and we'll do some more of this. Actually, I may go ahead and see if I can cobble together a ship. Maybe check out the combat sites a little bit, just to see what kinds of stuff we can see and what we can find. Because, I mean, the combat site side is pretty interesting. Anyway, like they always do a lot of interesting things with this stuff. But you know, I mean, in all honesty, if you get a chance, go out there and check it out. At the very least, it's an interesting event, and it is at least somewhat rewarding. Obviously, your day-to-day is grind. It's not going to be that much in comparison, but I'm not going to complain at 14 mil in high sec in an hour. Like that's good. That's real good, honestly. But yeah, from here, we'll go ahead and call it. And I know I didn't say it earlier. It's never said enough on here. Thank you for all the likes, follows, subscriptions, support you guys have done, and yeah, have done. And it's much appreciated. You guys, you know, this wouldn't be here without you. And like I said, on Thursday, I may or may not, depending upon how real life goes, have an interesting announcement. We'll see what the future holds. Until then, you guys have an adventurous week, and I'll see you in the verse. Bye.